Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete to open things up.
And, Charles, you look at this defense, they're a confident bunch, and they're going to need to be. They're facing a group here that is seeking a fifth consecutive victory.
And this head coach knows all about motivational tactics. He was touting his unit all week saying, we've got a locker room full of guys ready to step up, ready to go, and he believes that.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And shedding through the tackle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Browning. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Texans are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
They'll try the left side. Browning. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was simply snap, rock, and fire. I mean, they didn't take long at all. Slant route, and I loved where he put it. He put on the body of the receiver low so that only he can catch it.
Yeah, I don't think there was any magical formula there. Defensively, that's just tough to defend.
Very much so. And that way it allows the receiver to keep his body in front of the defender and not allow him to go through him to knock the ball away.
Oh, a strip. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Bolden. Buying time to his left. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. It got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll drop to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Second and 10.
They'll set up to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 22. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now this one complete on the slant route.
7 yards, the pickup there.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Off the play fake. Bolden. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
No, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Bolden. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Back to throw now on first down. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll look to throw here.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. Browning. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Texans get a bit closer.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Bolden. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he's going to have a Falcons first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's brought down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw. Bolden. It's caught inside the 25. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there just before halftime.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Bolden. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
First down, Texans.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one. But
under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And now a hook up downfield on second down. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bolden. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They give to Chubb out of the gun. Trucks over him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Off-play action. Bolden. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start
of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A play-action fake. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. On play action, they'll throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 12, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
They're going to look to throw. Going up top. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
And the Falcons are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Bolden. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. On 1st down, Bolden. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So he will push his way down to about the 14. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he can make anything happen.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And his kick is indeed good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's 2nd and 8.
And he's got Jordan complete right side.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Richie Grant.
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Off play action. Bolden.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game. He's moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Oh, fighting off the defender. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Koo for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Wide open receiver, complete. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. A huge play there for Houston. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver, fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Cowboy 80. Watch the twins. That's 19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutout.